Hello, great people. Nigeria's Chief of Army Staff, late Lieutenant General Taoreed Lagbaja, that died after a brief illness, has just been buried. Now, I've been seeing a lot of comments that, oh, why wasn't Lagbaja released to the family when the family had demanded that they would like to have his corpse and bury it themselves? And that's largely what I want to address in this video. But first, let me lay a background for why the family had demanded for the corpse. Lagbaja has an uncle, Taoreed Lagbaja. Taoreed Lagbaja was the one that obtained the Nigerian army form for Lagbaja. And Taoreed Lagbaja himself is a military officer. So he obtained the NDA form for Lagbaja. Lagbaja succeeded and became a military officer. When Lagbaja rose through the ranks and he became a chief of army staff, the normal Nigerian way, he decided to bring development to his community in Ilobu, Osun State. So he had wanted to use his own influence to erect a military hospital in Ilobu. Now, the strategic location where that hospital is supposed to be, people that have access to the land, people that owns the land, the family, they don't want the land to be used. They don't want their land to be used. So there's been this back and forth issue as regards the land. So some of them thought that the military want to kind of like twist them and obtain their land. So some of them weren't happy. The issue had been running back and forth since last year, 2023. So Taoreed Lagbaja believes that Taoreed Abiodun, no, Tajuddin Lagbaja, apologies please. Tajuddin Lagbaja believes that Taoreed Lagbaja, the late chief of army staff, may have been killed through diabolical means, because he believes that the way his death came by and, he fell sick all of a sudden, before we could say Jesus is Lord, is gone. So the man was so displeased. Now, I don't know whether Lagbaja was killed through diabolical means, but that is what Taoreed Lagbaja asserted. But then the military said that no, they would love to bury Lagbaja themselves. So some of the people, both in the family and some ordinary Nigerians, that are saying that maybe it is your family that owns you. So if anything happens, at least now your family own you. Now you be the property of your family. Why did the military choose to now bury Lagbaja than release it to his family, or bury him in his hometown instead of the military cemetery in Abuja? You see, first, when you are joining the military, you are deemed to be the property of the Nigerian army. That is how it is. If you join the military, if you join the police, I don't know about civil defense, but I think the same principle will apply. So if you join the Nigerian army and police, it is at their discretion. From the day you join, you are deemed to be their property. So if you die in operation and they think that, your corpse has been badly battered, maybe a bomb or something, or bullet, God forbid, hits a military or a policeman in the head, the police or the military are at discretion to decide not to release the corpse to the family, because the sight of the corpse will be bringing a lot of trauma to the family. But in this case, Lagbaja did not die in operation. So why would the military decide that they should they want to bury Lagbaja themselves? Number one, there will be too much drama, in the sense that imagine if the burial ceremony is being conducted in Ilobu, in the state, and that thing that Tajuddin said, that Lagbaja was killed through diabolical means, it will bring a lot of drama. It will not be easy to contain the family. But now that it is being done at the military cemetery Abuja, only few people can come to that place, unlike the community whereby everybody will have access to the venue, and both the good and the bad, they will just be crying. And some of our Nigerian people, the way they can come up with all this drama, all those kind of a thing, it will be too much drama. So the military decided that, okay, let us bury this man ourselves to avoid drama. Then if the corpse is released to the family, they can say they want to be doing all these, conjoining the spirit, that, especially if the family believe is killed. And because the family are still very bereaved, definitely they will most likely think that it was killed. So they may want to be conjuring spirit, be using babalawo and all that, and when they are using all that, it brings a lot of kind of like conspiracy, and anything that happens to Lagbaja's corpse, definitely it would affect the image of the Nigerian military. Imagine if Lagbaja is buried now and everybody has left, and the family now decide to go and unearth the corpse and to be conjuring incantation that, oh, whoever kills you, this, that, this, and all that. That will lead to a lot of controversies, and any controversy that happen will definitely be a dent to the Nigerian army. But now that it is at the military cemetery, who want to go there in the family to go to the military cemetery, even if they didn't want to unearth the corpse, who want to go and be putting maybe one juju or taking one pastor or one imam to go and be conjuring the spirit that, oh yeah, go and kill the people that killed you and all that. So it's to protect the image of the Nigerian army and to avoid any kind of controversy. Then another thing is that security of the guests. Ilobu in Osun State, you know that most Nigerian villages, the interland, I don't know how the road is, but the road may not be in perfect shape. So how many road do they want to quickly construct, right? Another thing is that the kind of guests that will come there to the burial of a chief of army staff, the kind of high profile police, military, DSS, name it, who is who, politicians, state governors, traditional rulers, religious leaders. How many hotel does Ilobu has that will contain high profile guests, and not just the high profile guests, that will be secured enough in such a way that those high profile guests will not be prone to any form of attack or harassment? I don't think Ilobu, the hometown of Taoreed Lagbaja, has that kind of luxury hotel that are duly secured that can accommodate these high profile guests. So to avoid any story that touch, it pays to bury the man in Abuja, whereby the Nigerian army, police, DSS can be sure of the guests, the security of lives and properties of the guests. Not that there will be any story that touch. Then another thing is that most of the guests, some of the guests will want to come in via helicopter. I'm not sure whether there is a good landing space in Ilobu, in Taoreed Lagbaja's hometown, for helicopter. And you know that there's been, I think, 2 helicopter crash now, because I read in the news recently that another one crashed, I think, in Port Harcourt, and there was one that crashed earlier. So if there is no proper infrastructure for helicopter to land, that can bring disaster. And it will be a sad story if you are trying to bury a man, then you now lose another or other high profile people. That would be double disaster. So the security of the guests, in terms of hotel, in terms of the road, in terms of infrastructure for helicopters and all that to land, is something that was duly considered by the Nigerian military, and they decided that, oh, it's better to bury this man, to give him his last respect in Abuja. So another thing is that I think the Nigerian army was actually right in the sense of the security of the community itself. You know that when they want to bury somebody, tempers will flare, emotions will rise. So in the process of burying him, and there has already been a conspiracy that the man was, killed, as asserted by his uncle, Pa Tajuddin Lagbaja. So in that kind of instance, and it is not the day that they want to bury the man that the military will arrive there. If they want to bury him in his hometown, Ilobu, the military would have been there for days or weeks. In that kind of instance, because of that conspiracy theory, the people in that area that the Nigerian military want to use to build hospital, the controversial land, the people are not safe. Because tempers will flare, and the boys of Lagbaja would naturally be annoyed. So it's good, since there is conspiracy surrounding his death, not to bury him in the community. So I think that the Nigerian military, the Nigerian army, was right in their decisions based on all the points that I have asserted. One thing I can say is, may God grant the family the fortitude to bear the loss. It was when Lagbaja died that I got to realize how good the man was, because I saw his video where he was dancing in church and he was holding the hand of two men that were in suits. I think those are the pastors, and you won't even know that this man is, is a chief of army staff. There are some people that they will even militarize the church. You will see soldiers hanging strategically in the premises of the church. Some people are power centric, are power drunk. Even if the soldiers are not in uniform, you see them strategically. But I didn't see such in, and it was free. It was, dancing. And some of the videos that I've done about him, I've seen people drop credible, remarkable comment. I even saw a man that said he went to the same school with Lagbaja, and he spoke well about him. I saw another person dropped a comment whereby he said Lagbaja was his platoon commander, I think in Plateau State, when he was doing his NYC, and the man was a very good man, that you won't even know that he's a top military officer, that he's so down to earth and he's such a simple guy. But I don't know why such good people that have impactful. I look at him remembering his community, and like I said in one of my past videos, that if it is the people of the community that killed him, they've only killed their superstar, because at the end of the day, now where the man don't die, right? Before you look who can produce another chief of army staff, maybe it will be in the next 80 years. So it is very sad the way some of our people behave. But the truth is that everybody will die. Whether you kill him or you will die. Whether he die by himself, you too, you will die. So everybody is either a corpse or a corpse in waiting. May God let all of us live long, and may Lagbaja's lasting legacy be remembered for long. And this is a call on the Nigerian army and the Nigerian government. Please don't forget the child and the wife and family of Lagbaja, because Nigeria like eye service. Now everybody is present at his burial. They are doing eye service. From tomorrow now, nobody will remember the family of the man again. And I think Lagbaja has children that are of relatively young age. Please, Nigerian military, I beg you in the name of Almighty God or whatever you believe in, don't forget these people. You understand? Lieutenant General Oluyede, the acting chief of army staff, God will give you the strength. Please don't forget these people. And whatever project that Lagbaja has embarked on, that there are his personal project, that it is so dear to him, the military should try to complete it. For instance, if Lagbaja is building a school, and wherever the school is, especially if the school is in his community, or for instance, if Lagbaja before he died was renovating the primary school he attended, the Nigerian military should not make it an abandoned project. They should kind of like make it a legacy project for him. And I just pray that God will strengthen Lieutenant General Oluyede, and God will give him the wisdom to tackle all the insurgency and all the criminality in the country. It's been an interesting time with you on this episode of Politing with Dr. Omoshola Deji. Dr. Deji is a political scientist with a PhD in political science. This is where we relax to analyze politics and happenings in the polity. Do want to subscribe, turn on your notification button, catch up with my past videos, and of course, I have great, interesting videos coming your way. Till I see you again, of course, you already know that I love you all sincerely.